Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Corey, Elgin, and Spoody.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, toy collecting. I can see him doing that over there. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Good.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the listener. Hey, if this is your first time listening to the show, thanks for clicking on our fun little show here. But we also want to let you know we're not toy experts or any of those things.
We're not toy spurts.
We're not. We like playing with them, and we get things wrong sometimes, and
Stuff happens.
So let's introduce the band, your fellow podcast co-hosts. On lead vocals and rhythm guitar, he's our real American hero. It's Corey Canny. On vocals and lead guitar, a true master of the universe, the quiet one, Elgin Arney.
Fabulous secret powers were bestowed upon me when I lifted this magic sword.
Next up on the bass guitar, he's more than meets the eye. He's our Transformers guy. It's Spoody.
Who is literally trying to transform into Transformers.
Yeah, you ever wonder where Spoody's at during the episode? He's transforming.
If you hear this noise.
Yep, that's... And lastly, hey guys, it's me. I'm Jason.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, Jason.
If you hear this noise.
Stuff. No.
It's Jason.
Well, we have a very fun exercise and possibly super depressing topic on today's show.
Death.
For the sake of this episode, for this exercise, we're going to each have an extra $2,000 that we have to spend on toys. It'll be interesting to see what toys we target at this point in our collecting lives. And we'll each give a little itemized list of those toys. I'm really excited. It sounded like fun. And
We're all going to have fun.
Yeah, we're going to have fun, and you're going to like it.
You can smile. Look it.
We're also going to visit a toy store in North Carolina with a pretty fun name. And that's all it takes sometimes. Just having a cool
get them
name.
in the store. Then give us good deals.
You can follow us on Twitter at Cracktastic Pod and on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Cracktastic Plastic. We have a store, too. You can get your...
What? A store? What can you get in that store?
Oh, man. Like...
Store things.
Yes.
Oh, like welcome mats? And
and 13
air
t-shirts.
fresheners. And...
Tanks.
There's tanks.
Oh, yeah. There's sweatshirts.
Ballistics.
No.
And...
Tank tops.
50 caliber machine guns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, with our logo on this side of it. And you can find all that at our website.
Cracktasticplastic.com.
Thank you, Corey. But right now, let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools. If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right, Corey, what have you got this week that you found that your friends...
Well, last week I talked about the $75 haul. These are just little bits of it.
Wow.
They made, back in the early 2000s, they made some comic book packs. These are 2 of the 3 packs. One of them is unopened and still has the actual comic book inside, the number 2 issue. It came with
and vintage duct tape
Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and Tracker Quinn, which I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't collect the stuff during that era.
And I have skull necklace.
I have no idea who the hell Tracker Quinn is. I do know that this particular Scarlet character, her body mold was, I'm pretty sure it's Jinx from like the 80s line, but she is referred to often as Shrunken Head Scarlet.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's a bit disproportionate.
Wow.
It's
and Snake Eyes with green pants.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
That
they're cool.
is
They're really cool
interesting.
figures, and like they're not super valuable. That set, if that box was in mint condition, that set would probably go for around $50. I don't think they're very valuable. It's probably, if I was going to sell them, I would probably make more if I opened the package and separated them out and sold them individually and sold the comic individually.
Comic's cool.
That
Looks
set
cool.
you got there's pretty cool.
Yeah, this, I don't know which comic this one was, but it's got because the comic and the board are ripped off. The package was never open. All the figures are complete. Like their stuff is all in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So apparently the guy I got this from, I got it from his brother. Like his brother apparently just wanted the comic book, I guess. But it's got Baroness, Cobra Commander, and then just a Cobra Trooper. And those, that head sculpt, that hooded Cobra Commander head sculpt is one of my favorites. I think it looks pretty freaking cool.
It says on the back,
Oh,
some poses may require hand support.
That was one of your wedding vows, wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh yeah, Cobra Commander. That's a cool one.
This just reminds me of like the Generation 2 Transformers
Yeah.
Yep.
version of G.I. Joe,
Yeah.
where like the colors aren't right.
Yeah. Yeah. This green pants Snake Eyes is kind of weird. I think it's cool just because it's different, but fuck, nobody likes Shrunken Head Scarlet. That is just a stupid head sculpt.
That might be my favorite one in that bunch, though, just because of that.
The whole thing really is the packaging and everything is
Yeah,
great. With
it's
the comic
cool.
book.
And, like,
you
And
know,
Timber
it's-
is in there, the black Timber, the his Snake Eyes wolf dog pet.
Wolf dog.
Does this Cobra Commander? Does he have hooded? But does he have a name for his outfit? Because this is really similar to the classified version out right now, the normal one with the epaulets and the sashes, the gold.
No,
wool.
it's just in the community. Anytime Cobra Commander has a hood on, he's just referred to as hooded Cobra Commander version, whatever.
Oh, I like that outfit. Though. It's,
Version 3 of Cobra Commander. So the first one was the one with the chrome helmet face. The second one was the hooded Cobra Commander, and then 3 was the one where he's in like battle armor, and that one's just called Battle Armor Cobra Commander. They don't have any, and it was, I don't even know if it may have been called that on the original packaging. I don't know, but yeah. So this is this is the 3 3/4 stuff that
What
was
else
in
did you
that.
get?
It was there were a couple of other of the 3 3/4 movie line figures, which are terrible. Like they're just terrible toys. They don't look good. They don't, like, they're basically like not any better really than the Final Faction figures from Dollar Tree. They're just there's no real articulation and they're just cheap. But it also came with a couple of helicopters they're G.I. Joe helicopters, and they're 3 3/4 scale, and I've never seen them before. I'm sure that someone in the Joe community has seen them, and I'm going to post pictures of them and ask, but I've never seen them before. I don't know if they're rare. I don't know if they're desirable. I don't know if they're anything.
that's exciting.
Yeah. So there were 2 of those, and they're 2 different ones, and then the rest of it was all 12-inch stuff, which I don't collect 12-inch stuff, but it's cool. And there was like a complete Snake Eyes and a complete Storm Shadow from like the 2002 or 2006 era. I don't remember when those came out. And then there were a couple of Jeeps, like the 12-inch scale Jeeps. They're like
The giant
2
ass,
feet
yeah.
long, and
Yeah.
Yep.
and then one of them has a trailer. There's a brown one and a green one. And it's pretty cool. Like like I said, I don't collect those. And then if there was I don't remember what it was. There was actually like a collector's edition figure in there. I don't remember which one it was. I'll have to post pictures of that one too. But it was unopened in like really nice shape, and like a collector case and everything, like
Awesome.
super nice. And that one's actually, I was kind of surprised. Like when I found it and looked it up, it's actually going for anywhere from like $60 to $120, depending on who's buying that day and what condition it's in. So like,
Interesting.
yeah, it's I don't know if I'll sell that stuff. For my oldest brother Chris, he was really into the 12-inch GI Joes, so I was thinking about like giving him the Jeeps and a couple of the figures for Christmas or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to the show, so that's not going to be a spoiler. But yeah, a bunch of 12-inch stuff, and then all that other stuff I mentioned, and that was my
Yay.
$75 attic find
Oh,
from my
man.
neighbor's brother.
So lucky.
Pretty cool.
You think you'll open that one?
I think I might.
You're gonna flip it.
Well, so Jeremy collects this stuff.
Oh,
like he's
of
really
course.
into this stuff, and so I might. I
It
might.
says G.I. Joe on it.
Yeah. These ones, and Jeremy also really likes like variants of Baroness. But I kind of like the figures in this one, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking I might open this one and keep
Her glasses
these.
are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They are.
yeah, freaking
Or like standalone glasses.
yeah. They're
Even though you
they're
can't
like
see through
weird, like mad scientist looking shit. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I love the Cobra
Vintage.
Commander in this one. I
Vintage dust.
might just open these ones and keep them. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna either see if
I mean,
Jeremy
that
wants
one's
to.
pretty open already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't take much.
I'm happy that he didn't like actually take the bubble
Yeah.
apart and lose all the accessories, because all the accessories are there. Like there's a gun missing
And
from
that's all
there,
they-
but it's just like it
It
fell
just
down.
Yeah, it looks like it
And that's
fell
all the
down.
expensive shit.
Yeah, and that gun, but I mean that gun, that's the same gun that came with like the twins, Tomax and Zaymot, and then Cobra Commander's gun is in there. It just fell all the way down into the corner. But yeah, it's all there, so it's
Awesome.
yeah.
man.
I probably will end up keeping these, but this one, yeah, Jeremy likes stuff that's like still sealed. And so I might pass this on to him,
Trade.
like work out a trade or sell it to him cheap or something. So, yeah,
Cool.
Awesome.
Moving
Fine,
on,
man. Elgin.
Two parts.
Two-parter.
I guess.
So much stuff.
Yeah. So the first thing is this vintage lunchbox I got at the exclusive vendor and craft fair thing that we went to, and had a table there and everything. It was the only thing I really.
Ago.
I know
Sorry.
it seems forever ago, but I haven't brought it to show you guys. I mean, Jason saw it because he was there, and Corey was there and saw it. Maybe,
I don't think I saw it.
but you were there.
I've seen it now.
I see it because it's in front of me.
Yeah, just because he was there doesn't mean he saw
That's
it.
true.
So-
That's also true. Anyway, the guy had it there. I think I got it for $40.
Does
And
it have a thermos?
Why you got to be like, yeah,
It has a
does.
thermos.
the handle's a little broken, but
Little.
I
It's
mean, it's pretty beat ratty.
little-
But it's got the
little
thermos.
worn.
But it's got the thermos.
It says POW on the side.
And it's metal. It's
God,
not the
that's
plastic
awesome.
one, and it's got some great art.
Great.
You can hear
over
that it's metal.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's right there.
sounds like Jason's kick drum.
Right.
But yeah, some great artwork on it. On it, and I've never had a lunchbox.
See, it's the St. Anger
That's your
snare
first
drum.
lunchbox?
It's my first lunchbox.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, Saint
exciting.
Anchor Snare. And then, so after that show, and I went back to Ottawa, I stopped in Corner Collectibles and found this Man-at-Arms.
The hamburger bun man at arms.
Yeah. With a giant
Yes.
thing that
Yeah.
shoots off.
Oh, wow. Look out.
These were in McDonald's
I
toy.
was just going to ask.
I have
It's pretty good for McDonald's.
I know.
toys.
yeah.
Transformer
This is
stuff,
the 2000X one, and
It even
even
smells
does
like a hamburger.
even does his little waist action. You know, like
yeasty.
inside.
Nice.
Yeasty.
Boing, boing, boing.
The only one I'm missing from this line is Panther. I think. I
Gotta
think they
get
made
it.
it Panther.
Complete it.
But I have He-Man. I think Corey gave me a He-Man
Oh yeah, I
as well.
remember.
Same line.
Yeah,
I have
He-Man.
Ram Man and Battle Cat, Skeletor, and Beastman.
Yeah.
Beastman's huge.
you
Like-
weren't even planning on collecting those, and they just kind of
No,
all
they
fell in
just
your lap.
I had a He-Man from that like my mom gave me. She's like, "Hey, here you go."
She loved
Like
McDonald's.
back in 2000X.
Right.
Anyway, so that's
I like
if you
the
guys, I
joke.
don't know if you want to. Thanks. And I also found another one of the
Yay.
Hot Wheels painted
Yes.
cars. I
You're a
have
Hot Wheels collector.
I have the Tila bread box, which I think I got at a GameStop. I got this at a Target.
Man, I see those around. I never know which ones you got.
I
or
know. In fact, when I picked it up, I was like, I think I don't have this one. And then Ethan's
don't.
like,
But it's $5.
yeah. And then Ethan's like, well, if you don't, can I have it? I'm like, sure.
Oh,
Of course.
okay.
Of course.
I'll buy two.
But so I'm pretty sure I know I have Tila. I have that complete set of the other ones that they did. These are all like the the graffiti art paint stuff, which are pretty cool. And then you have something too.
I remembered I had a Hot Wheels. toy.
I'll put that there. If you guys are, sorry. And I got some more Funkos.
Yeah, a little bit.
Giant. What do we got first?
Oh man,
I got-
I love it.
All right. Got these giant Funkos. This is She-Ra on Swiftwind.
Oh,
They made these ride.
Oh, I
they,
saw that one online somewhere the other day.
They've made the ride ones. I have Skeletor
that's what started this
on Panther and
Funko madness.
yeah, part of it, and He-Man on Battlecat. I have both of those rides.
Oh, it's got the stand.
Ones. Yeah, it's a nice stand. There's a picture of it on Instagram on a Funko Friday post probably
Yep.
of that.
She-Ra on her stabby horse.
On Stabby Horse, yep. And then I got
Unicorn.
Skeletor on
Night
Night
Stalker.
Stalker, not the murderer
Oh.
Night Stalker, but the robotic
that
horse.
Black and gold is so great.
And as Corey pointed out, it looks like a puppy.
Yeah.
Skeletor's little
I
pumping
did.
His little
fist.
puppy.
This-
Oh,
like they remind me so much of Muppet Babies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then the
That'd be a great show.
Yeah.
Muppet Masters.
Muppet Masters.
We'll start the animation
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah. Netflix, if you're listening, which I know you are.
Yeah.
And then the last one was Skeletor with Snake Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
These all came out this year. New releases for Funko.
Oh man.
But unfortunately, it does not open up, which I kind of wish it did, because Snake Mountain opens up, but it doesn't, and it probably wouldn't because it's a mold. So
He's solid plastic.
it's a
He's
solid
heavy.
chunk of Snake Mountain right there.
That's cool though, man.
Dig it out.
Yeah, exactly. Cut it open and
Cut it in half.
put a hinge on it.
I would.
But yeah, those are
I'm so angry.
Yeah, Skeletors.
so on the back of there. Those are the other new figures that are coming out as well for this year.
Clamp Champ Drag
Yep.
Store.
Check his wish list on the
Exactly.
website.
Lynn,
Go to
Horde Trooper, and
www.cracktastic.
Seaman.
Yep, that's an alternate variant semen
With now,
from the ocean.
now with sticky residue. Or,
Yes, from the ocean, of course.
yeah.
Right, ocean stickiness.
Yes. Yes.
Probably like from a sperm whale.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Those
Spermed
are
whale.
that's all the stuff I brought this week.
Yeah.
Stay
You narrowed
tuned.
it down to just these 14 things.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
sent us a picture of
The things he left
earlier.
at home.
That's for
This is what I'm
another.
leaving
That's
at
for
home.
another.
700 different toys.
Yep.
Well, Spooty, you built your toy.
Yay.
Yeah.
Tell the people about it.
It is a Grimlock. It's so the Optimus Prime that I had. That's like a Chinese knockoff, tiny little thing. It's the same line. Just you can get some of them not put together.
Oh.
There's also like a Shockwave, which I need to get.
Yeah, you do.
because he looks awesome.
This is like a Build-A-Bear thing.
Kind of. So yeah, so it's just you get the
Build a bot.
Build-A-Bot. Gotcha.
I thought about. I got it this way because I thought about actually painting it like metallic gold on the yellow parts and stuff, but I never did that.
like gold.
He looks pretty sweet.
He
Without it.
does.
Yeah.
It's basically a little model kit that
Yeah.
you made your own transform, and it transforms.
And he's
Sweet.
it's like a 6-inch or so,
Whip
I
it out,
would've
Corey.
said 5.
5. I don't know.
If he's 5.5, yeah, we don't have an event.
I do. I do. Just a minute.
Oh, yes.
He's about that tall.
We don't judge by tape measures. We judge by other reference toys. Oh, there's 5.5 right there. Oh, let's see. Oh,
It's 5 inches.
there's an actual.
That's
tape
official.
measure. That's cheating.
5 inches.
I called it. I know my inches.
Now measure He-Man.
He's supposed to be 5.5.
supposed to
Let's
be.
see if that's a lie.
5.5.
5.5.
Damn right.
In your
No,
face,
but-
Mattel.
And then
I don't
measure
know.
his 3 3/4.
Who's
How
How
Corey's?
about this guy? How
right,
tall is
hold
that
on, let me
McDonald's
Measures
mat
it.
on?
Hey,
hands up.
anyway,
4.5.
super cool, Spooty.
It's a measuring podcast.
You do love your
Just gonna
Grimlock.
measure things.
And on,
How long is my microphone?
oh, jeez.
Is that official?
Tell us the
Don't
Louise
count
this
the cord.
Are you counting the cord?
Yeah.
The tip?
Yeah, just the.
7 inches.
When you
Hey.
measure your penis, you don't start from the taint.
I thought you did. No, you
No.
start from just above your asshole.
Okay, I'm going to go.
And then go up, and then over. And then
Yeah, Jason. Here, hold still.
No, get that away from me. I
This
got.
is spiraling.
I know. I'm trying to bring it back. I got me a little core class sound wave from War of Cybertron.
How
Kingdom
tall is
line.
he?
He's very small. I don't know. You tell me.
You got the tape measure.
But I got all the other.
I still need that one because I have the rest of them except for him.
I know, and I have only seen Soundwave once, or
like
I would have
4
got it
inches.
for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get any of
Thanks.
the beasties or the.
The Rat Trap one was actually really good.
Yeah, they're all surprisingly super freaking awesome. I mean, they're so
Yeah.
small, but
Do
they,
those ones transform?
yeah.
Okay.
And but they're
Sweet.
more ball joint stuff, so they kind of go back to the ball joint, and that's really
Yeah.
cool. And
Should get those for Ren.
you really, yeah. And
I
they're only
think-
$10, and they're
Oh, you know what? I
And
got
you
him
have
one of
the
those.
tiny
I think
tape
I got
that
him the
goes in 'em?
Bumblebee one, and it's fucking terrible.
I don't.
So does
Super hard to
Bumblebee.
transform. Maybe that was a movie line one. I
I
don't
think
know.
that's a movie line one.
Yep.
Okay.
And speaking of Bumblebee, I got the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Origins Bumblebee. This is the
Nice.
one on the very first episode of the show, the cartoon. You might remember the scene. He and Wheeljack.
Yeah.
He's got these rods that he sticks in the back of Wheeljack, and he turns into a little. I'll let Spooty.
How long are those rods?
So this is my. I've been bummed out forever because I didn't get the Bumblebee came in the Netflix, and so rare, so like you can't find him anywhere, and he's like $100 now for this little tune.
Same with like Ratchet. And,
Yep. So like I don't have a Bumblebee in this new new-ish toy line. I mean, this isn't quite the same as War for Cybertron, but it's close, and so it's a neat little version of Bumblebee, and it's and in reality, we all think that he should probably have come out during Siege, because in Siege it was a lot of Cybertronian modes, but it's cool to finally. It's the first time Bumblebee's ever had a Cybertronian mode come out, and it's really, really cool. It's he's pretty little, but you're gonna find out, Spooty. He's a pretty fun little transformation. But
Did you measure him?
and then I also got my first RED figure, and that's Coronation Starscream, because it's see Starscream, buy a Starscream.
Hashtag.
And-
That's a new hashtag that's trending.
Yeah, slowly trending. And I think I'm not sure, because it's the first one I've ever seen out there, and maybe y'all let me know, but I think I got a messed up one.
Factory error.
Expensive
Factory
variant.
area
Error.
error one. So one of his wings is painted, and the other one is not. There's nothing on there, so it's kind of a bummer. And he comes packaged with this one wing off to fit him in the box.
Ah.
Yeah, it was weird. So
It'd be interesting to find out if that's just the way they all
a fabric
are.
cape?
If they forgot to paint them.
yep, it's a soft goods cape, and it's pretty cool. And you kind of had to build him too. He was all apart. The cape and the crown and the shoulder pads were all separate, and you had to kind of
These
put
red
it
figures,
together.
like,
And
none of them transform, right? They're just
that's with this line, the RED, the red
they're
line
basically
shelf
just
formers. is what
Like, yeah,
we would
they're
call 'em.
basically
Sure.
just for display.
Yep,
Suppose you could fight them.
they have great articulation, and they're so they're awesome for photos and
Right.
and fighting
Fighting.
and
He
measuring.
looks really
So-
happy.
Well, he's king.
He just
so
finally, after
looks so
years and
happy.
years of waiting for
Big-
Megatron to
big
fuck
number
up.
2. Now
Do
he's-
his shoulder pads come off?
Yep. mhm.
Okay, cool.
There's a little pin in the back that holds the cape on that you have to put in.
And he's got one hand that's got spirit fingers.
Yep, yeah. He comes with 2 sets of hands, 1 closed fist, 1 open hands, and he's got a couple really badass
energy beams, hands that
blast
effects.
effects. Jesus.
You couldn't see all of the hand motions that were going on here,
There's
but
thrusting.
Some cool
yes.
blast effects.
there was a lot of thrusting happening.
But yep. And then I too am fine. Yeah, I love him. Starscream, he's so great. He's so cool, and he's the first and last red figure that I'm going to get. I promise.
The
I know I just
blast
cursed
effects
it.
are 2.5 inches long.
Oh, thank you, Corey. And then lastly, I forgot about it until Elgin was showing off his Hot Wheels, but I got a Hot Wheels toy, and it's not a Transformers Hot Wheel toy, except it kind of is.
It is, yeah.
It's they put out. There's this new series out right now. I mean, maybe when this comes out, it'll definitely be a couple months old. Boulevard, and it has a Lancia Stratos Group 5.
I think I broke this.
A little car. Oh, you broke that. Doesn't come off, and it's it's basically an exact replica. Of the car that was used for Wheeljack.
Yeah.
And so I'm just walking down the Hot Wheels section because I'm normally looking for this He-Man monster truck one.
I haven't found it yet.
Yep,
either.
I keep looking for you. And so I get over there to look for that, and then I look up and I'm like, it's freaking Wheeljack. What? What is that? And it's just a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
And there's nothing about it that is Transformers. But
that was the paint scheme that Lancia used for their rally cars back in the late 70s.
yeah, man, it's gorgeous and it's cool, and but again, hopefully it's the only Hot Wheels thing I get to. But it was Transformers, so I had to get it.
I was telling these guys while you were taking a dump earlier that I did not take I found a pop that I really need to get and really want to get and I'm never going to get because I can't go to the baseball game, but they're doing a St. Louis Cardinals exclusive Ozzie Smith Funko Pop that they're giving away at the baseball game on September 12th, and I can't go to it because I can't afford
you can-
baseball tickets.
Yeah, but you can get it on eBay the next
I'm probably
day
try
for
and find it on
$100.
eBay, yeah, for ridiculous, stupid prices. For more than the cost of actually buying tickets and going to the baseball game and spending beer, like ballpark money on beer and hot dogs.
Well, all right. Those are our thrills of the hunts. Let's get into our topic for today. Yeah, so everyone's got an extra couple grand laying around.
I know I do.
Just in the seat cushions on my couch.
I'll tell you what, though. I think we all, in our heads, I know this is a weird, dumb thing to just like make a list of what you would buy next, but I know we all have this list in our head already, right? Like,
It's been there for years.
yep. So, but I'm curious on if you really had extra like fun money that you had to spend on toys. So it's an exercise to like make sure you knew what you were going to want to get next.
Right.
So it'll help you maybe.
Sure.
This is a little late now, but like this would have been a really good like tax time episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or not. Yeah, we got another stimulus coming. So
Every
Is there?
month.
no, I don't.
Oh,
I tell myself that.
I'm feeling pretty stimulated.
Okay, well, why don't you go first then,
All
Corey?
right, where's the tape measure?
No. Give me that. Put that away. Anyway. But I'm curious of all the things
Bump.
you have already, and I know that it's been your goal to get your G1 basically of your G.I.
Yeah.
Joes, G.I.
And
Joe ones.
that is exactly what my list is. I had I'm sorry. I didn't have all the figures growing up, but I had all the vehicles. But it's the Tiger Force stuff. I would buy as much of the Tiger Force stuff, starting with the vehicles, which would probably pretty much do away like that. That would probably much take it. Nah,
Is that why you'd go for Tiger Force? Because it's free money? Because it's so
Yeah.
expensive?
yeah, because it's so expensive. Because like it's gonna be several years before after my ex-girlfriend gets a good job after her schooling is done, then maybe I'll be able to afford to spend her money on some of this stuff. But no, there were 7 vehicles, and they were all repaints of like there was no exclusive thing that came out Tiger Force.
Oh,
At least not in the original run. It was all repaints of stuff. There was the Tiger Cat, which was originally the Snow Cat. The Tiger Fish was originally the Devil Fish, which is like the little orange boat. The Tiger Fly was the Dragonfly. The Tiger Paw was the Cobra Ferret.
So the Joes, they would steal Cobra vehicles and repaint
some
them
of
as
them.
Tiger Force.
Some of them.
That was kind of the idea of it, wasn't
only
it?
3 of them.
Okay.
There was the dragon. There was the Tiger Fly, which is the Dragonfly. The Tiger Paw was the Ferret. That was Cobra. The Tiger Rat was the Rattler. That was Cobra. The Tiger Shark was the Water Moccasin, which was Cobra. And then the Tiger Sting, which was the Vamp Mark II.
Was the Snowcat Cobra?
The Snowcat was not. It was a G.I. Joe one. And the Vamp Mark II, it was the same mold for the first Vamp, and like the body mold,
Sure.
and the Stinger Jeep also. But the Tiger Sting was the Vamp Mark II, like the same missile box, same everything. It was just a repaint. And then there was a list of U.S. Tiger Force stuff. I'm pretty sure that the Outback figure was a UK exclusive, like an Action Force Tiger Force exclusive, but there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 Tiger Force figures: Bazooka, Blizzard, Duke, Dusty, Flint, Frostbite, Hit and Run, Lifeline, Outback, Psych Out, Recondo, Roadblock, Sky Striker, Sneak Peek, Tripwire, and Tunnel Rat. Some of those came with the vehicles as their pilots. But yeah, I would start with completing the Tiger Force vehicles. There,
you think you do that for 2?
no.
I can get 3 of
No.
them.
The only Tiger
Oh.
Force figures that I have a complete Tripwire, and I have an incomplete Roadblock,
That's it.
and then I have an incomplete Tiger Cat.
Wow.
Everything else, no, I don't have any of it. The Tiger Force vehicles, depending on what they are, like the bigger ones, the Tiger Cat, the Tiger Rat, and the Tiger Fly, those are going to easily be $200 to $250 each. So that's $500 in 2 vehicles.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rest of them are going to be well north of $100. Besides the smaller ones, the the Devilfish and the Tiger Cat. The Tiger Cat seems to be not terribly expensive, but it's still going to be like $80. And then the Ferret. The Tiger Paw, those are probably going to be still $60 to $75 each. So it would be really easy to spend all $2,000 on just the vehicles.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then, like the figures, the Tiger Force Outback, he's a couple $100 if he's complete and doesn't have his giblets broken off, which is really hard to find.
Giblets.
Gravy.
Because he was a UK exclusive. I think the rest of these were available here.
So did you have any Tiger Force growing up?
Yeah, I had all the vehicles.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the regret.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had all the vehicles growing up, and
Wow.
I didn't have any of the individual figures. The only figures that I had were the ones that actually came with the vehicles. Yeah, that's my shopping list. It
Why-
would be completing the Tiger Force.
Why
stuff.
Tiger Force, though? I mean,
Do you like tigers?
is it because they're so sought after? They're the higher tiered toys, or you've just always liked them, or the collector part?
I loved the Tiger Force stuff when I was a kid. I don't know why they were so cool to me, but they were like super cool to me. They came out They started coming out sometime around 87, I think. So I would have been around 10 years old, and so I was still like young enough that like all this G.I. Joe stuff is super freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was still buying Joes in. I think the last year that I bought a G.I. Joe toy was 1991, so I would have been 14 years old.
So it just so happens that your favorite Joe toys are the most expensive Joe toys.
They're not the most expensive,
Oh, okay.
but they are like they're one of the most expensive. Like I don't want to call them exclusive lines, but like whatever people in the Joe community call these special lines, these repaints. Because there was also the Python Patrol, which was basically the same thing. It was original vehicles repainted, and I don't know if there were any other lines. I don't. Someone can chime in eventually and tell me, but I don't think that. Like at least around that time, like Python Patrol was the Cobra side and Tiger Force was the G.I. Joe side, and those came out around the same time. And I didn't have any of the Python Patrol stuff, mostly because I kind of felt like all the Python Patrol figures looked like they were wearing sweater vests.
Weren't cool, man.
And I didn't really like the color scheme of the Python Patrol vehicles. It was like a snakeskin pattern, and it like now to me it looks too much like Cougar's purse type looking thing. And yeah, so
okay, last question. So do you find yourself actively pursuing Tiger Force stuff?
no, because I can't afford it.
Just straight up can't afford it.
Yeah.
You don't like just every 6 months, once a year. Do you like? You don't go out, or do you do most of your Joe shopping in the wild
Yeah.
at shows? Not so
Yeah.
much, because you could find these. You could hunt them down.
Yeah,
Get-
these. I mean, I could complete all of this stuff on eBay tomorrow if I wanted to. If I had the $2,000.
I just
But
didn't-
it's
if
like
you were
that stuff.
actively pursuing
No.
complete getting.
No, I'm
these.
not, because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while, I'll
It's a
miss
hard
something.
path to be on.
Yeah. Like every once in a while, I'll miss something. Like someone on one of the Facebook groups sold a complete Tiger Sting, the Jeep. Last year sometime, I think they sold it for like $60. And I missed that.
And that's what keeps us up looking at
Yeah.
these sites every night. Yeah.
So, and I mean, I've only gotten really lucky with those one time. Like I got a complete, this woman, I don't know if she like was selling her ex-husband's stuff or what the deal was, but she was selling stuff really cheap one morning. She just like randomly showed up in one of the Facebook groups and just started listing stuff for sale. And I was like, buy. I only bought 2 things from her, but she had a complete Vamp, the first one, and then a complete Vamp 2.
Oh.
And she sold me both of those for $60 total, like $30 a piece, and that included the shipping.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she
That's
was
crazy.
letting stuff go stupid cheap, and like people cleaned her out fast.
I know
Sure.
that when I do a lot of searching nowadays, I always click, or I also always click recently listed, just so
Yeah.
that maybe you'll find that person that doesn't know
Yeah,
before
yeah.
someone else finds them,
yeah.
just in case. But no, that's
Yeah.
a kick-ass list, man.
I know.
I hope you can.
I hope someday
Get
I'll
there.
be able to afford to.
I don't know.
But,
So here's the
it's not
depressing
like
part
the
of this
prices
exercise.
are going down.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be a $3,000 list by the time I can afford it, probably.
More.
Elgin,
Yeah.
you got a pretty sweet little list over there.
Yeah, I
Curious
was going.
about where you're going with how you
stuff that
steered your list.
Yeah, most of it's just kind of what I'm going to probably buy. Eventually, here a lot of it is the Origin line and the Funko Pops that are coming out, and Masterverse stuff, and Mega Constructs and vintage stuff, and Wrestler, the Masters of WWE Eternia. So the first one is one of the newest ones they came out with is it's called Battlefield Warriors, which I realize I just misspelled on this thing. But it's
Butterfred,
Battle filed.
buttered fried
butterfly
waffles.
Yeah. And it's a He-Man battle armor with a Battle Cat, but he has like cut marks on him, like he's been scratched and stuff. And then He-Man has like battle damage as well, and it's like a kind of a silvery color for his chest, kind of similar to what they did for the it's like another version of He-Man that they did, the battle armor one. So that'd be one of them. I think that's a Target exclusive.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, I know. for $50. So yeah, it'll be the new Rise of Evil, basically, which now are like overstocked. Like I go everywhere, I go there, and it's like five to 10 of them stacked up. Like nobody wants them
now. I'm thinking I'll just get one next time.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody from any toy companies is listening, these exclusive lines that you're doing that are exclusive to one retailer are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Especially they're only.
You
doing
are
Target.
losing so much money.
Yeah, and it's feeding the scalpers as well.
Yes.
Like that by having it only exclusive to that one store.
Oh my God, you are
It's-
losing so much money.
Yeah.
They could mass produce it. They could easily triple their output,
Mhm.
mark it up another 15%, and still make bank.
Yeah.
Because then you're not hunting it down, trying to find it and pay a scalper price. It's just, ugh.
Yep.
Anyway.
Anyway, and some of the other Origins figures that I need are Roboto, the Ram Man Deluxe version of that, and it's only deluxe. He comes in the larger package. That's how they made that one, I guess.
I've always thought that Ram Man had a pretty big package.
Mm-hmm. It's spring action. Also, She-Ra for Origins, Triclops, Orko, which I should have bought at that time when you pointed it out. I was kicking myself
Like,
for
oh
that.
no,
the
Orko's
regrets.
stupid.
Yeah. Beastman, the LOP of the Lord of Power version of that, which they made They made the Merman Lord of Power as well, which I have now. Hordak, which I think Jason Zabornik is going to sell to me.
Ooh,
He just sent me a message
Nice.
about that. What else? Zodak, Stratos, Fisto, which I have now, an Evelyn variant, which I have now as well. So I had this list before Jason gave me those, sold me those toys. So I need to take those off. And then the Mosquito Deluxe. All the deluxe ones are just basically have another head sculpt, and they have extra action features or hands or other things weapons you can dash. They had the battle armor He-Man and Skeletor and the Buzzsaw Hordak. Those are all deluxe packagings of those figures. But they have Mosquitoes coming out as well, which looks cool. And then the Funko Pops, Skeletor on a Throne. Still need that from which Jason found first time. I should just been like, yes, get that. And then I didn't, and now I can't find it for more than what the retail of what they're selling it for.
Basically, how the first line of Transformers went.
Yeah,
Saw them all.
saw them all.
saw them on. Then
Want them all now.
Yeah.
Dang it.
other Funkos are Clamp Champ, which I have. They made a deluxe version of that on Origins as well. The Horde Trooper, Leech, and then the flocked versions of Grizzlor and Beastman. Those were all probably exclusives to toy shows, more than likely years past. Probably like a PowerCon or any other convention exclusives. And then the next wave of the Masterverse, they're doing Man-at-Arms, Tila, Beastman, and Spikor. Those are all should be coming out as well.
Let me guess. Spikor had spikes.
He does.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Good shot on that one.
Man-at-Arms had arms.
Yes.
Good one.
Yeah.
Should
good.
have more.
He should have. He
This
just be
Man-at-Arms
all
has-
arms.
This Man-at-Arms has a hamburger
Shouldn't even
bun.
had legs. They should have just had more arms.
Just
Yeah.
You can pop them off, put arms down there.
And then there's a new Mega Constructs set that is a Battle Cat, and it's a larger set. He's like about the size of what the figure would be, like a Battle Cat figure, so that you can build together out of
He
that.
looks awesome,
Yeah,
man.
and you can display him and everything. So, need that one.
I almost ordered that. I saw just a random Facebook ad that had it like on Walmart.com.
Oh yeah,
for like
probably.
$40 or something.
Yep, that's 40. Yep, that's what it's going for right now. Retail is 40. And then some of the vintage figures that I would love to have, having the the $2,000 limit. Of course, I could have just said, I would like Eternia Towers, as long
King
as someone else
Randor.
gave me some extra cash, $1,000 as well. Since that's like $3,000.
Crazy.
But yeah, King Randor. I think the last time I saw him when I made this list, he was with everything complete was $250. Vintage Scareglow. I have the Origins, but that was
You could pretty much
300?
use up your entire $2,000 if
I just
went
got
for the
vintage
Wonder
figures.
Bread.
Oh yeah, the
Wonder
Wondar,
Bread He-Man.
yeah. Vintage Scareglow 400. That's just one that was complete. I was just trying to find complete
Yep.
ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Snake Face, one of the Snake Men, 200. He was in like 87. Vintage Ninjor 300.
Oh.
And the vintage Fright Zone complete in box 230. So a steal on that comparatively. Which I've never had a Fright. I still need Snake Mountain as well, but that one was like even. If I added Snake Mountain to this list, I couldn't have these other things.
I was going to say, when you talked Mega Constructs, you didn't have Castle Grayskull on there.
That's because that is
That
like
would put you-
200 and the cheapest I saw recently was 274.
Yep.
The most expensive was like 450 or something. So that's like that's like a big chunk
I'd
of
rather have-
Jeez.
yeah. And then the Masters of WWE Eternia, I still need Wave 7 and 8, and those are Andre the Giant, Bret the Hitman Hart, Junkyard Dog, Sergeant Slaughter, who's following us on Twitter, I think, still.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to get this figure and then be like, at
No.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Maggots. It's maggots. That's what
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, maggots.
Yeah, eat those maggots.
Oh, yeah, maggots turn into flies.
And then China.
That's
is on-
science.
Science. Sergeant Science.
I keep science in my hat. Okay, go on. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wave 8 would then includes China as She-Ra, Rey Mysterio as a variant of his one from Wave 1, and then Trapjaw, Steve Austin. And the last thing I was trying to find, it was near the end of the list as I was calculating it up. Like, I have, like $25 left. What can I find? So I found FYE, or the For Your Entertainment store. They sell a cereal now that's Masters of the Universe Revelation Eternia Crunch, and it comes with a little Battle Cat prize inside, toy inside, and it's a cereal that they've made that you can buy from their website for $20.
And I appreciate you coming down to the dollar on
Yeah.
this
Well,
exercise.
if I before the ones
Yeah.
I bought from you, it was at 1995 out of 2000.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Out my first iteration of this list, it was at 2000.
Yeah.
But then I purchased other things, and then I've had to redo it, and then it keeps coming down. They've all been close to like 1990 something or other, around that price range. So, but yeah, it was a fun list to do. I was like, oh yeah, I need that, and then adding them to the Amazon list.
I was going to
And it
say,
was
you
like-
can find a lot of these
Yeah, exactly.
on your Amazon
So
wish list
except
on
the vintage,
website.
but stuff you can get retail right now.
Yeah.
I've put on there a lot of the Funko Pops, a lot of the stuff you can get from Hot Topic, the pins.
Right,
and
I have a
other
hard time asking
stuff.
imagining anyone to ever buy
I
you
know.
something that's
It's.
$80.
I was like, well, it's already
That's
on my other
ridiculous.
wish list. Let's put in this one, and if someone wants
Yeah.
to buy it, great. If not, I'll probably buy it anyway eventually. So,
Mhm.
but that's all I have.
That's awesome, and your list definitely is attainable. That's your active working on list.
Yeah,
pretty
basically.
much. Yeah,
Then I
Heck
just
yeah.
cross it off and add something new, I guess. Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, Spooty, what kind of stuff you looking for?
I don't have a spreadsheet or anything. Like,
yeah,
surprise, surprise.
yep.
You do have a tape measure, though.
I do have a
Yeah.
tape measure. Well, Corey's got it. Son of a bitch. I would probably.
Where would you spend your first free $2,000?
I mean, the rest of the War for Cybertron stuff is tempting. Especially the Omega Supreme and the Arc.
Yep.
Would you get the Unicron?
Those Titan class ones.
Well, I think the Unicron was that more than 2,000?
I don't know.
Which one?
The
new-
Unicron
the
giant
Unicron.
one.
Oh, it was $500 through HasLab,
Okay.
but
Okay.
instantly went on resale for $1,500.
yeah.
Well, you could buy that.
It's
So you can buy it
it's
for
giant,
$1,500
and I
right now.
watched like video, like the transformation of it.
It
and,
takes hours. Yeah.
I mean, I have the one they put out.
Maybe
before.
Zbornik could
I can't
sell you
remember.
his.
Oh yeah.
That turd.
I would probably go with the like the Power of the Primes and the Titans Return combiners.
Kind of working backwards a little, yeah.
And then the third party, like the oversized combiners.
Oh yeah.
There's the Devastator, and I know there's a huge Bruticus too,
Mm-hmm.
and a Predaking.
What about the new what's it, Unicron that's coming out?
We just talked
We
about
just-
that.
Did you? Okay.
Yes.
I think I was
You're
thinking
playing
of-
with that goddamn tape measure, and you didn't hear us talk about
I was
Unicron.
writing that. I had another thought, and I was writing a note to myself to bring up. And
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
Totally.
pretty sure. We're,
you said, okay, you said. What
Yeah, it
about,
was
what
$500,
about that
now it's like
Bruticus?
what about some alternators?
Maybe Jason Zbornik has something he'd say.
And I remember last time we were at Jay's, there was like this oversized Ultra Magnus. It was kind of like a masterpiece, but it was like 3 times the
that.
size of it.
I remember
It was a third party.
it was
thing.
cool as fuck.
Yeah, I mean it was like this fucking tall. It was
wanna
like
go back.
1.5. But it was like a couple $100 at least.
Which one? Which J's was that?
The first one we went to, the good one,
The
Jay's
big one.
big one.
Jay's 1.0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
Um,
OG.
OJ's.
The OG.
yeah, because I don't really have any of those
That's-
combiners. I got some of them.
Yep.
I got like some of the Abominus one, and I'm missing like 2 of those, and then I only have 2 of the Dinobot ones, and that's the only ones I got out of any of those. So, so yeah, I'd probably do those because those are pretty sweet,
Yeah.
and I would easily.
There's some there's a new line of toys coming out. I mean, I know this will be out in a while, but even still, the next line after War for Cybertron is already starting to.
I haven't even looked.
Yeah, like toy listings come up like on Target.com. Like it just spreadsheets are entered. You know, like they
right.
just got placeholder names and stuff, and it already looks like they're doing Menasor all the cars, and there's going to be like a super deluxe Motormaster, and
Nice.
like that's planned. I think they might be coming back. So that's
Did they
exciting.
do a Menasor with that?
They did
Yeah.
with Combiner Wars.
yeah,
Yep.
Commander
Mhm.
Wars. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
there was
got
that
them all.
line too. Yeah.
That's great.
Been doing combiners in a few. It's been nice. But I still wouldn't ever buy the movie Devastator because it's stupid.
Damn, tell us how you really feel.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
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 He comes with a
Yeah.
there's third party.
Yeah,
You
see?
can buy a set of testicles that hang.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
ones you put on a
They're-
truck. They're-
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, it's in the movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. And people love showing off them. Okay, yeah. That's a good list.
Yeah. That's
You got
that's pretty
one?
much my list.
I do. Not only do I have one, I have 2.
2
'Cause I'm dumb.
Overachiever.
and I overachieved. So I will just.
Now, is your left list or your right list more important to you?
That's a great question.
or are they equally
the
important?
2 lists I made.
Like kids.
The left list is all of my remaining War for Cybertron toys that I don't have that I missed, or a few that are coming out
It's a
still.
surprisingly long list.
It is. Thank
There's
you.
I
a
didn't-
lot of toys.
I mean, I
Thanks,
didn't know there
great.
were that
Thanks.
many War for Cybertron toys
That's
to
a lot.
begin with.
If you check
Any-
out my spreadsheet that I posted in the group, that
Yeah.
I made a checklist for
and
all of the
he
toys.
has about that many. So
Oh
it's-
yeah.
How many are there total?
Oh Jesus, I hadn't looked at that.
Is it like 50? Is it
At
like
least.
100?
In each line, so it's over 100.
Jeez.
So that's all I
They,
have left.
they keep re-releasing
But
with each one too.
Yeah.
so I won't go through all
repaints,
those,
yeah.
but you can find them on my wish list on Amazon, on the website.
Nice.
But yeah, most of them are on there, and they're just old, just all the War for Cybertron ones I missed, and then there's a few Studio Series 86 ones coming up still that I have on there. So I won't bore you with that list. And there are, there's like 3 of the Titan class ones, your Omega Supremes, your Scorponaux, your Arcs. And then there's ones I will never get ever, like the Seeker Elite Team. It's over $200-$300 now. It's stupid and ridiculous and just it's dumb. Anyway, but the other list I made, I'm actively doing both lists, but I'm way more excited about this other list. The other list is the alternators that I have left, and then that didn't quite get to 2,000, not even close. So I'm like, I keep toying with filling in that G1 stuff.
Yeah.
When I dug out my comic book collection that I have of the original comics, which I finally had I just filled in those first couple missing ones, so I'm actually starting to read them for the first time. It's awesome. I'm really excited about it. But in that collection, there's those catalogs. I think we looked at them the other day when I had them out here for that episode, and just seeing those old catalogs got me really excited for like, can I complete the 84 list, the 85? Like I know I'm kind of close on some, but like not that I need to complete, but like if I can check some of those off, that'd be freaking awesome. / those G1s that I never had and I gotta have and need to have, which are mostly the ones on here. So just in the last episode, I talked about how I got the alternator Swerve, and he was number 17 of 27, and I have 10 left. So there's 10 of those left of the alternators, and some are easier. Some of them aren't bad. They're 30, 50. Yeah. There's a couple.
I know that A to Z Toys, I know that maybe he still hasn't priced it yet, but he does have that Optimus Prime up there. It's the Ram truck, right?
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then our mutual friend, I know he might listen to this, but he has a lot of these that we're hopefully going to work out a deal.
Oh yeah.
He wants to maybe get rid of his, so I think maybe I'll be able to get the rest of those.
Talking about Ed.
Yep.
Yeah, Everardo.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
They have them on Transformer Land.
Yep.
.com.
Yes,
as
they
well.
do. That's where I got Swerve from.
Yep. I went there and looked at when you were talking about it one time. I was like, there's quite a few of them on there.
Yes, Transformer Land is pretty great. Thank you, Spooty.
Spooty just stole the tape measure from me.
But maybe I will list the G1 toys that I know that I really, really, really want. So Seekers are my favorite, really. So I have them all except for Ramjet. He's the white one. Yeah. And never had him. I've seen him a few times, and I just haven't found him for the right price with enough money in my pocket to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also like, do you wait till you find the one that has all of it that's complete?
Nowadays, if I'm buying it at a store, or if I'm not finding it at a garage sale, you just have to get it complete for the most part. Because, like you said, you're going to spend so much more money piecing out the rest of those parts. Yep. Like if maybe I don't know, with him, you need both fists. Maybe you don't need the missiles, but you might need the wings, the little, it's good to try and get it complete if you can.
Do you really not have a G1 Optimus Prime?
I don't.
Did you ever?
I really don't. I don't know that I have. He's on my
he's
list.
Really $400 now?
To help get to 2,000 in box.
Okay.
That's with box.
Okay. I know it's been like 9 years or so, but I bought my brother Curtis. I found it on eBay. I bought him a complete G1 Optimus Prime with trailer, and it was complete. And I think I paid $40 for it with like maybe $10 or $15 shipping. That was like good price. That was like 9 or 10 years ago.
And there's even then,
there's some really great knockoffs / not reissues, but knockoffs now that are like I sent you pictures of at Crypticon. They had some $60, $75 ones there. Those were knockoff ones, but I should have got it because I don't have a G1 Optimus, and I don't care. I don't need it to be the original, but I want the toy.
Yeah,
sure.
You want that experience of
and
transforming
buying it
that toy that way.
online, unless you actually see like the date stamp
Yep,
on it.
I looked up,
Like,
I can
they
tell
might
you
not know.
I can tell you how the box is different on an original
right.
versus the knockoff ones, or how the logo where the F falls on the like all the little keys I looked. The one maybe I'm most excited about that I know I'm hunting for that I probably never get, but Jetfire, and he's one I absolutely.
I have watched you pass on a Jetfire. I can remember three times at least that I've seen you say, "Nah, I'm not going to get it."
But
this time.
he's one that I want complete.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
Because-
many parts.
So many parts. Those
Yeah.
little red snap-on armor, like it's
And
important.
a couple of those like pretty much break if you try
It's
to take them
important
off.
to his look to me. I don't. If I find one in a garage sale for
Yeah.
$20, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I just don't find them loose very often.
Yeah.
That people aren't. Yeah, at that toy show in Oski, there's that. He was just asking too much for a broken, roached toy. It was bad.
Is the one on the shelf at A to Z Toys, is that a G1 or is it not? I don't remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, A to Z Toys
I
had
don't
one on the shelf
remember.
last time I was there.
Yeah, you didn't take me last time you went.
No, I took my son and my brother-in-law and his son.
And Elgin. Yeah, it's one of our Toy Hacks caption contests from a couple months ago.
Yep.
But Jetfire is a big one. Omega Supreme is one I would love. I mean, I keep tempted to get the War for Cybertron one, and it would be a good fix.
It seems better.
And I did because I know that I just won't ever get this Jetfire anytime soon. I did splurge on the War for Cybertron Commander class Jetfire, who's fucking 2 feet tall, and he's giant. He's awesome, and he helps fill the void, and it's great. But then the Dinobots. I don't have any of the Dinobots. I never had any of the Dinobots. Corey found me Sludge
Broken.
broken, and that's fine. I don't
Half
give
his
a shit.
tail is gone.
I don't really care, because it's
I have
Goodwill.
checked. I have checked eBay so many times to try and find the other half of his tail, and it's always the one that like the piece that you find on eBay is always the one that you already have.
Yeah,
How does that happen?
they always broke the same.
It's crazy.
It was always the
Hinge
one on
was
the
that
right hand
one.
side.
Yep.
We used
But
to have a swoop.
Yeah. Now that you said it,
Is
I wouldn't have remembered it.
I don't think it's still
No.
because it got real broke.
But I don't ever remember having the Dinobots, and they go for so much.
Getting
now.
an army of slags
Yeah.
built up.
That chrome and stuff is just so cool
It
and
chips
neat.
off so
and
easy, and
It does,
Yeah.
but I think it would be pretty kick-ass to have all 5 Dinobots in your collection.
Mhm.
So, and then Triptychon, because I like dinosaurs and he's big and giant, and I never had him.
He's
And,
like the worst Transformer though.
not cool.
That's
and
a
again,
stretch calling him
I
a
think
Transformer.
I could be fine with the Titan class one that came out a few years ago. I could settle for him too, but yeah.
So I have a little bit of a variation on this question.
Yeah.
Out of all of the toy stores that we've been to, if you had $2,000 to spend on a shopping
Oh.
spree at one of the toy stores that we've been to, pick any one. Which one would you choose?
Kokomo.
Kokomo?
Ah, shit, he has it.
See, I
Because they only sell complete things.
Yes.
And they
that's
have
the thing.
everything.
and they're
But,
clean and they're complete.
I thought
That's
about
good.
that too, but
That's
then
good.
I also thought about but would I go to Kokomo because they don't haggle? And while a lot of times their prices are relatively reasonable, a lot of times their prices are pretty damn close to eBay prices.
That's true.
because
And
eBay
so
store.
then,
eBay store, does that count
how
as a store?
how far do I want my $2,000 to go?
That's also
But I
true.
mean, they are doing the toy store, I think, better than about
They're doing it
anyone else.
really fucking well. They're doing
So I
it
would
probably the
like my
best
money
of
to go to
everyone,
that.
at least that we've experienced.
but do they have the selection to fill that out?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they have one of every toy line ever made.
Yeah.
But I'm just starting to think
Like
of like
Kokomo?
my list. Yeah.
For Motu stuff, they have a
They
lot
have-
of
well,
stuff.
Yeah.
And as someone that wants only complete figures, that's the perfect place
Yeah.
to drop
I
$2,000.
only remember flipping through them bags and being like, I'm only looking for something I can afford. Not even trying to look at what they actually have there.
True.
I've never really shopped visually.
And then what they had in the cases, so like the G1 stuff.
Yeah, case stuff
was
was great.
God,
It was
that's a
great.
good store.
I would probably pick the Is it the toy department? Is it which one is it that had the Spider-Man out front that got stolen?
Your Toy Connection.
Your
Yes.
Toy Connection.
Just because that guy was awesome.
That guy was awesome, and he
Yeah.
had
Stuff
some
that
really
too.
good stuff. And it would be really, I would love to drop $2,000 in his store
I would
to
love
support
that too.
that dude.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd have 2,000 worth of Transformers I could get. To.
They didn't have that for
Wasn't
Motu
a
stuff.
big-
He had a
store.
lot of GI Joe stuff that I
Oh,
would
that's
have
why.
bought, and
Yeah.
a lot of complete stuff. But yeah,
Oh,
I probably would.
That one in Omaha that we went to was pretty good.
The one where I got my $5 Rattler.
No,
No,
maybe not. It was
This is the one that like everything was in a blister pack.
was it the
no.
one where he like had gotten robbed?
Yes.
Yes, that's the one where I got my Rattler, my
okay.
cheap Rattler.
Yeah. I got Ram Man there.
Yeah,
It was just in a plastic bag, complete
yeah,
for like $8. So, and they had a ton of other stuff there. They had vehicles and Castle Grayskull and a bunch of other stuff.
yeah.
And it's a small store, so I'd dump $2,000 there. They probably would have enough for me to buy
Yeah.
stuff there. They had tons of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kokomo is such an easy choice because,
Right.
like, if
The completion.
and I would have to really think about whether I would go to Your Toy Connection or Kokomo, just because of the completion and how good the store is. But Your Toy Connection, I thought, was such a fantastic store too. Even I mean, it was small, but like it was a great store. And I think if I had $2,000 to spend, it would be one of those two.
I think I could maybe do it even
Although-
at Jay's.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's enough stuff behind the glass
true.
there.
Not for me. Like they don't have they don't have a lot of Joe stuff at any of the J's. Like they have enough of a selection that when I go there I find something that I need, but most of the stuff that they have I've already got it.
No.
Could
So-
easily spend $2,000 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
I would buy out a lot of their Transformers.
as a
though.
fun little challenge, I also would like to see if I could figure out whether I could spend $2,000 at the Toy Pit.
That would be
Like
fun.
that would be a fun challenge. Like, is
We'd
there
each
enough
need our own
good
van.
stuff?
If they had enough Mondo those Motu figures,
Yeah.
like the big 1/16 scale,
Right. Yeah.
Because those are all like $250, $300. I could probably dump that much in there if they had like a set of them,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a fun experiment to go to the Toy Pit and see if there's $2,000 worth of stuff that you actually want.
Oh yeah, and people could also go to cracktasticplastic.com
That's
store.
true. They could
See
spend
if they,
$2,000
see
there.
if they could get $2,000 worth of stuff. I
Like,
think
yeah.
it's-
It'd be easy to do. Real
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, because our T-shirts are $700 a piece.
Yeah.
I gotta change that. Yeah.
$1,000 mugs.
Maybe we'll take a quick break and I'll go change that on the website really quick. We'll be right back. We're going to tell you real quick about how many times I can say real quick and the podcast network, the PFPN. Check them out. The what?
I pronounced that's
Oh.
how you pronounce it.
Gesundheit.
Nailed it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
And we are back. All that talking about toy stores, maybe we should go visit one. What do you say, Elgin? Store tour.
All right, today's store that we're heading out to in the van is a place that we've once again never gone to.
Vroom, vroom,
That's what the van sounds like. If you don't know,
clunk.
Man, you got to think about strip malls lately.
I know, love them, love stripping in malls. Anyway,
He shook his own head on that one. That was good.
This one's called Crowemag Toys.
Love
it's
the
at
name.
3721 Lynn Road, number 110 in Raleigh, North Kakalaka, in the Mid-Atlantic region, if you're a wrestling fan.
Nice.
Located in a strip mall. Also, they have an online store that ships around the world. We are also following them on Instagram at Crowemag_toys. They seem like they have a lot of vintage toys, new toys, and worth time looking at. So
Yeah, it's a really cool looking store.
the guy that runs it looks like this kind of big, burly, bearded guy. Looks like he'd be fun to hang out with and barter with and talk about toys and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, so follow them on Instagram.
Instagram.
That's Crowemag
Yeah.
Toys in Raleigh, North Kakalaka. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Awesome.
So
Who
the kids,
calls it that?
kids,
The kids.
Which kids?
all of them.
My kids. My kids that can't pronounce things call it Kakalaka. My kids are 1 and 4. They can't pronounce Carolina.
We have no talking toys this episode, so we're just gonna.
What?
I know.
I mean, you could just make up shit somebody said.
I could.
Hey,
yeah.
what did
Yeah,
Brian?
what
say? Oh, let me guess. He would buy Japan
Yeah.
with $2,000.
Let's see. Yeah, Brian Clark said, I have been to Japan and I know who Godzilla is. And I'm going to talk about it on First Time Podcast sometime and talk all about a Godzilla movie. Blah, 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 blah.
Kaiju,
blah.
kaiju.
Brian, when you hear this, for the love of God, oh my God, I can never hear you talk again. I listened to you on First Time Podcast, and your voice gave me such a boner. Like,
He's not kidding.
hold on.
When he came in today,
Yeah.
he was.
Boner. Like, oh man, you're
Sincere.
such a sexy
Very-
voice.
yeah,
I'm just like,
that's
man,
true.
how does Terry walk around that house with her clothes on ever? Like, they would fall off of me, man. Oh.
And we can't repeat what you really said.
I'm like Homer
sexually.
with a donut.
No, that's- what? I think we need to wrap it up. I think we need to get
I
out of
probably
here.
better. Or I'm going to get pregnant.
Oh, okay. The lawyers are being called. I'm
Double
so
bag
sorry,
it.
Brian.
Double
I'm
bag
so
it, Gary.
Sorry. Well, all right. I got to go to the bank. Got to get a loan. $2,000. I know where to spend it.
Yes, and sir, how are you going to spend this $2,000 loan?
money.
Put it in this bag with a dollar sign.
Give me some money to put it on the toys.
Oh, yeah. The Macho Man. Everyone's
bag.
loving the Macho Man a couple episodes ago. That's all I've heard about.
So many like scary eyes.
Yeah.
from watching the video, I'm just like,
Like, why was he so scared? But all right,
Crazy
let's,
eyes.
let's get out of here, guys. Let's go find some toys. May all your toy hunts be fruitful. We'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
later.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.